Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly. Only an honest death will kill you now. Protect you from your wild curiosity.
What up, y'all? What it do?
Both
It's
light
none
and
other
dark
than yours
are at your
truly,
beck and
Save
call.
Your Souls. I'm back at you with another
It won't
one.
take much
Best
to
lightning
win.
main out here, man. Y'all know who it is by now, man. Look at that, bro. I was able to use my Savior of Souls account. Oh my god. The infamous name that makes people like line tunnel me in 3v3s. And it's so crazy, bro. Like, it's like, I don't know if this is like a technique I have, but, you know, I'm able to kind of like tell if somebody got animosity based off the way you play. I know that's a very bold statement, you know, because you can't necessarily tell what someone's thinking. That's essentially as if I'm reading your mind, right? You might as well say that I'm reading dude's mind. You know, I guess they can use that weak argument, which, you know. But here's the thing, right? Like, I've watched a couple matches that I haven't even posted yet back, and I can kind of tell, especially like when they try extra hard. I'm pretty sure someone out there has experienced this before in a multiplayer match where like they don't really try when you are teams with them, but when you versus them, they'll pick like, okay, like, let's say if somebody is known for picking a Vanguard, they'll randomly like pick a marksman or something, and they're not very good at the game anyway. But then when you get ready to face them, what he'll pick is like his absolute best character, or usually he'll pick some version of a marksman. I mean, some version of a Vanguard or some like one of the top 5 characters in the game, pretty much. But you know, man, I remember when I beat dude, bro, in this match. This guy, I remember when I beat him, bro. Like, you know, like another thing that they like to try and say and things like that, how you can kind of like pick their psyche. I've worn this darkened armor for so long. He'll get to spamming that, even though I'm saying, you know, with lightning, like, you have my thanks. You know, that's me saying thanks for the match. You know what I mean? I don't understand why that needed to be conveyed to them. But, you know, he gets it going on about having dark armor on as if I'm doing something bad to him by beating him in this match. You know, he may have animosity because, you know, and this is all just my opinion, he may have animosity because, you know, he knew this was going to happen. He knew it was going to get posted. You know, I'm giving them, you know, like I'm throwing them a bone per se. You know, he probably knows it was going to get posted. He's oh my god, I'm gonna say something bad. Yeah. I don't think I said anything bad yet. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't feel about you. I don't think I said anything about him that was like would be yielded as disrespectful to him. I just described another player and then started to describe what he did that wasn't even part of the match. That was opinionated based off of the things that he does. So so other than talking about him, right? I think that, I mean, obviously there's no real way to encompass all of the actual techniques of each player in here, you know, but I think this setup is reminiscent to actually things Lightning can actually do in her own game. Let's look at asbindga as time stop, because that's pretty much what Ace's ability is a binga, which is a time stop. You know, you're frozen there, and you can't do anything, which would be no real difference from like Lightning using it in you know, I don't think there's any real difference between Lightning using it because you got chrono stages, overclock, etc. You know, time hacks abilities. Her time abilities are never seen like fast forwarding time or pretty much stopping time as a whole, but it's more of like bringing time down to a crawl and allow, you know, it's more around her narrative writing, right? Like Lightning's supposed to be like this fast character that's unreactable to, you know, like the best description for it would be Virgil from Devil May Cry. That's how she is described as a fighter. What Virgil does to Dante. I know we don't necessarily see that, and that's because of cinematic perspective. And if y'all want to understand what cinematic perspective is, that this is why One Piece characters that are, you know, like, have you ever seen a series before, right? And you kind of don't understand why they are like massively faster, because it kind of like we don't necessarily see them moving at this speed, right? The reason why we don't see them moving at that speed is because, for one, like let's take Virgil for actual instance, right? So I don't know if y'all seen my stream where I was walking around and playing Virgil the intended way that the game intends him to play, other than a combo maniac, right? I'm playing him in a way where, well, no. Yeah, I already said that's how I was playing him, but even when we see Virgil move like that, right, in his own game, that would never contest as massively faster than the speed of light. We can still see that happening with our own two eyes, even if he is a blur. There's no way to animate FTL. There's no way of animating it. People in Bleach were FTL at the start of the series. You know, so there's no real way to animate FTL. There's no way to visually show it. Because our eyes naturally cannot perceive FTL. So let's look at it right like this, right? And I know this is another example. I don't know how this became power scale against the speed, but I mean, like, let's take another series that is obviously FTL, like Madara Uchiha is FTL, and Madara, Minato, you know, the war arc, the final war arc characters of Naruto are FTL, faster than light. But we never once see them actually like zipping back and forth like they're a Devil May Cry character, because that's not how we perceive FTL to begin with. It would be so fast that we would not be able to see it. You know, Dragon Ball characters are that fast, so, you know, a beyond FTL feat would be, well, you know, that's another thing I think Versus Battle Wiki gets wrong about speed feats as a whole, is because they don't, I mean, even though their website tells you about infinite speed and all that, according to physics, that would still apply even to fictions. If you are a being that is universal or beyond, I think a higher tier of speed than FTL would automatically be granted to you, because in order for you to destroy such a high level of area of effect, like being universal, multiversal, etc., there is a time limit to how long it would take for you to destroy it. You know, like most characters, like Lightning and them, are said to destroy it within seconds. This is obviously faster than FTL. That would be undeniably faster than FTL. Broly from I don't understand why Broly from you know the old school Broly, the original Broly, not the Dragon Ball Super Broly. He's easily FTL, but he's close to universal. Surprising, right? Like, a lot of people don't know that. This character is ridiculous. He's massively close to FTL and is able to destroy the entire universe over a set amount of time. Doesn't necessarily make him universal though. But it would take him his entire lifetime to destroy it, but he would destroy it. And then I don't understand why characters like Lightning, characters like Goku is still FTL something on Versus Battle Wiki, when we all know for a fact Goku is millions of times FTL, if not, you know, because they have a weird way of calculating speed to begin with, but they do recognize it as a term, immeasurable speed, which is what, like, Lightning is beyond the whole numerical value as a whole. But anyway, man, it's been cool, Cecil player, man. Remember this, I know what it's like wearing darkened armor. I rampaged over Europe as the Azure Knight. So that's probably why he calls himself the Azure Hunter. It's been a Savior Shows. We'll catch y'all later.
The messenger is standing at the gate, ready to let go, ready for the crush of the messenger. Too late for whispers, too late for the blush. The past is mercy when the future's low.